Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Monster Slide. So, I got this game, a few, like a day ago or something, and I thought about trying it because it was new, and whatever. Let's get into this. So, I've been busy the power went out like yesterday. Not actually, yeah, I didn't get it yesterday. My head pounded, it's still. Ears still ringed slightly. Some of the worst nightmares I ever had. I had years left me feeling I'd been punched in the jaw. But, like any other day, I dragged myself into the office. That's a pretty nice hairstyle, I guess. There's another notice on the door from the mayor of Veneti's office. Permit's out of date. They didn't like me that much. From to drown me in paperwork. It was a slow month. Weeks since I'd had any real case to work on, so I passed the time the office, smoking and staring at the mirror in the corner, safely covered with an old bedsheet. I don't dare look at my own reflection. I'm too afraid of what I might see. Afraid someday I might have to face what I really am. The girl came in so quietly, I nearly choked on my cigarette. Girl. Mister, please, you gotta help me, mister. Let's see. Which one should I go for? Should I go through, like, the calm one? The like, pretty mean one, I guess? I don't know. Harsh or whatever. Yeah, what can I help you with? That's like the nicest one you can never get. Yes, what can I help you with? Please, no one else will listen to me. I'm sorry if I do the voice a little bit bad. I'm not a girl. So yeah, go on. Eh? She eyed me with just a dash of suspicion as I tossed back a handful of pot pills, chased them with a swing of whiskey. I could tell this might take a while. Her name was Lily. She told me she was his mistress, the man all over the newspapers, the infamous banker Mr. Reginald Farnsworth. Mr. Farnsworth was a drunk, philandering bastard, but this seemed genuinely concerned that he recently gone missing. Less concerned about the fact that Mr. Farnsworth's Mr. Farnsworth's wife had just turned up dead in a Central Park 2 nights ago. Lily, you don't understand. He just couldn't have done it. He hated his wife, but he couldn't have killed her. Everybody thinks it was him. No one believes me. Wait, that's the girl. Sorry. Sorry guys. Nobody's believes me. You don't understand. He just couldn't. He just couldn't have done it. No, this is such a bad voice. He hated his wife, but he couldn't have killed her. everyone thinks that it was him, and no one believes me. He's gotta be in trouble. Hey, kitty. I ain't believe that you're right, but what happened? Well, Mr. Jack. You can just call me Jack. Jack. Whoever did that to his wife must be the one who took. Sorry. He would have left. He would have never left me without me. He promised me. I'm sure. I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure Mr. Farnsworth promised this girl a lot of things. Please, the cops won't listen to me. They want to bring him on charges. You gotta prove it. It wasn't him before they find him. Honestly, I doubt they are in too much of a hurry. Farnsworth had practically the entire police force in his deep pockets. Probably why they haven't found much yet. If they found him and brought him in, it would be due to public pressure. Sometimes a mob of pitchforks is more dangerous than one man with money. I can help you. We'll get to the bottom of this. Of it. Don't you worry now. No, it's the app. Okay. Oh, thank you, Mr. Jack. Thank you. Please be careful. I don't think this was just any murder or kidnapper. I think it was a beast. Beast. What is that over there? Ooh, 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 ooh. I see a lot of it. It's like, what? Okay. Ooh, it struck me funny, like when you draw your elbow on a hard corner. Not a word many use these days except in hushed whispers and bedtime stories for children. Oh, they were real enough, alright. They just got better at hiding, controlling their unseemly urges, but I hadn't seen any monsters in nearly... Is that 75 years or is that 15? I think it's 15 years. Back when I was still a cop myself. Leave the detective work to me. Let's not jump to conclusions here. Oh, I just have a feeling about it. Something tells me you can get to the bottom of it. You're good at this sort of thing. Sure. Can't you see how busy I am with cases? I replied a little bit too harshly. Sarcasm wasn't my strong suit. I reassured her some and sent her on her way. I didn't want to scare her, but I warned her before she left to keep her doors locked and call me if she saw anything suspicious. That's on the other. I didn't know if she was in any danger herself, but better be safe than sorry. That night, I made my way down to the Central Park. It was a long shot, but maybe there was something there the cops had missed. Next chapter. Okay, so bit of a problem here. Okay, no full screen. Okay. So basically, I'm checking on the live stream real quick. Is it still going? Is it going good? Okay, it's still going good. Okay. Oh great, it disappeared. Oh no, I'm playing again. Okay. Let's fix this game capture. Specific window. No. Monster inside. Okay, done. It's all glitched. Clean by the cops days ago, but I've got a knack for finding things others overlook. Interesting. That looks like the dead body. A knack, more of a symptom of a condition. Other less useful symptoms I kept in check, but for the time being, my keen sense of smell would come in handy. It was faint, but I could smell it before I even approached the police line. The scent was less of a thing, more of emotion. Seduction. I don't even know what that means, oh well. A strangely familiar smell. I expected the scent of a temptation, maybe even outright fear, but Miss Bosworth seemed to have been at the height of pleasure. When she left this world. Brought new meanings to the crime of passion. Pushing the thought from my mind was time to get down to business. Investigate the scene. Oh, I have to do it myself. Okay, let's see. Muddy footprints everywhere. Difficult to pick out anything from prints of the cops left behind in their haste. But cops don't wear 2,000 pairs of cameras. It looked like Mr. Farnsworth was there at the night and walked away on his own feet. Investigate the scene. Oh, it seems like there's a scratch on there. So that would mean a beast. It could have been a werewolf, and then a werewolf went through here and scratched that log, and then it attacked Miss Farnsworth, and Mr. Farnsworth ran away in fear. A burn mark on the nearby tree caught my eye. I ran my finger along its length, and I felt a chill down my spine. This wasn't any burn mark. This was the mark of an accident magic. In ancient magic, it's doubtful the cops would have picked up on it. Could really have been right. Something unnatural was at play here. But it was no stranger to this strange. After looking out, after looking around for a while longer, I realized the park had given up all it was hiding from me, so I trudged back to my apartment and my head hit my pillow like it owed me money. Next chapter. The next morning, I was reeling from another bout of ghoulish nightmares. I tried to hide my discomfort. When I saw Lily, I was already sitting outside my office. She waited wordlessly, and as I unlocked the door and ripped out another notice from the mayor's office, I motioned her to step aside, seemingly afraid of what I might say. She finally worked up the courage to ask, "So, what did you find?" Well, I've got some good news. I've got some good news. Farnsworth might be alive. Not sure about beasts, but something unnatural was at play. Might be right. Worry about monsters. Found it. A spell is marked. What does that mean? What about Reggie? Do you know where he might be? I found his footprints. Seems like he got out safely. What if he was the killer, actually? Because now I'm thinking about that. What if he learned magic, huh? My tone was indifferent towards her as I turned and grabbed a bottle from my desk drawer. A dryness in my throat made it difficult to swallow my meds. But you don't know where he went. Do you think the news this morning is related? What if he had the fly spell, so that footprint was where he left, and left a mark in the sand? You know, inside the movies where like whenever they have like this flying pattern, never mind, you probably don't know. Okay, it's still going. Okay, the stream's still going. So, yeah, let's continue. But you don't know where he went. Do you think the news this morning is related? What news is that? Have you heard? Nope, a rough night followed by a rough morning. No, they found a police chief's wife dead down by the docks. They say it happened last night. Let me guess, Tifa Mather is missing too. My face was might have betrayed a hint of satisfaction as she confirmed my suspicions, but also faded quickly. The matter was a bad cop, and a bad sheriff. He was half the reason I left first. But his wife was dead, and I had more questions than I did the day before. The gears in my head started to spin, which wasn't helped by the splitting pain in my temples. I told Lily I need time to work. She left slightly dejected, wanting more answers than I could provide. That night, after the cops had cleared out their docks, I would slip down and see what I could uncover concerning Miss Amata's untimely demise. Next chapter. The corridor smelled strongly of salt and oil, and could it be? They smell again, like somebody bottled pure arsenal. Aerosol? What? And used it as a perfume. It hit me like a long forgotten memory. But the sensational. Oh. Good night, Mom. I'm really cutting right now, Mom. I'm really writing, so soon gave away the rush of the outer now. I knew exactly what they said. The scent reminded me of, and that I scarred me more than not knowing. It looked down at my hands, shaking, the nightmares, the headaches. Dun, dun, dun. No, I was better now, affirmed. I had to focus, no jumping to conclusions. Follow the advice, evidence. Investigate the scene. What is this? So basically, there's two things I can investigate. What about chains? Red Vine cigarettes. Same bad brand. I smoke regularly, only got their vice. Everyone's got their voice. Investigate the scene. They're just there, the smallest piece of purple fabric, torn and caught in the splinter of a bird. The police report didn't say anything about Miss Amato wearing purple, and it was certainly of quality that you wouldn't expect down here. Don't see too many high society types around flaunting royal purple threads. I pulled out my own pack of reds and lit it up. I could already feel another headache coming on. Yeah, that's what happens when you smoke cigs, but when you get a headache, like once you get a headache easier when you do when you have to do if you really want to survive it, once you have one, then you're addicted. Without it, your head really hurts. I actually don't know, but that's what I heard of. It is very bad, guys. Don't try it. I pulled out my own pack of Fritz, lit it up. I could already feel another headache coming, but looking out over the waves seemed to help me forget. The cold helped me push down the uncomfortable thoughts that had been bubbling to the top of my brain. Next chapter. Well, this is pretty long, I guess. Well, actually, to me, like, you guys, I hope you're having fun out there. And I'll see you in the next video. Just kidding. Okay, let's see my stream. Maybe 30 minutes. Let's work up to 30 minutes. Then I'll do the next part later. Okay. So, I honestly don't remember the walk back to the office. Apparently, I spent the night in my easy chair. The air from the docks lingered on my clothes. Really? It was still dark out. No, I checked the clock. How long had I been out? Had I really slept through the entire next day? A newspaper was sitting under the door. As I stood to fetch it, I nearly fell over. A wave of nausea hit me like a ton of bricks. Is Lily dead? I steadied myself and regained my composure. Before I even picked up the paper, I could already read the headline. Mayor missing, wife found dead. 2 cases in coincidence. There is a pattern. Coincidence. 2 cases is a coincidence. There is a pattern. The cops would come asking questions soon. They knew I had a history of antagonizing all the victims. I stumbled to my desk and slammed back 3 days worth of inhibitor pills. I couldn't take any chances. I had to investigate the scene to be sure. I threw on my jacket and went to the door. Lily caught me off guard on the other side. Hey, Jack, where are you off to? I've been trying to reach you all day. Should I be the mysterious man or whatever? Or should I? Okay, let's do that. Okay, but we need to talk. When you get back, stay safe. She gave me a soft She gave me a soft kiss on the cheek. As I rushed off, the part of me wanted to stay and tell her it would be okay, but it would be a lie. Next chapter. The alley was located just behind the high-rise apartments where Mayor Vinty and his wife, Vinity and his wife lived. I could tell the police were spooked now. The crime scene was even sloppier than last. Time to investigate. No, not yet. Okay. They hadn't even bothered to submit the trash into the evidence. Investigate the scene. Let's see, the door is cracked open. What about this one? There should be something near around here. I want to try the door first. Like, that's the first thing I saw. I don't know why. But then, why did somebody leave the body right there instead of putting it right there. If I would have got their fingerprints on them, smart. Venete's car, if he's still alive, why wouldn't he have left in his car? It didn't make any sense, honestly. I honestly wasn't too motivated to find him, but his stakes were too high. The stakes were too high. My bet was edging towards the unthinkable. Okay, maybe he just got out of the car drunk, fell on the floor, and then he got stabbed to death. Or maybe he got passed out, basically. Maybe everybody had a party and got drunk and like walked away like another like that's why you don't drink too much too. But you can die by drinking that. I don't know actually, can you? Actually, I don't know, but I know you can die by smoking in the it's actually bad. Yeah, you shouldn't do it. I never even tried a cigarette before, but everybody I know says it's bad. So, yeah. Investigate the scene. What about that pile? Look at that pile. Doesn't look suspicious. That looks like it's a human. Why wouldn't they at least look through the dumpster? It seemed untouched. Nobody wants to do the dirty work. But I know how to find the good stuff. It really doesn't take long. If you know what to look for, lightweight bags usually mean someone is dumping documents. If you're lucky, they didn't bother to shred them. Jackpot. Shell companies, shady stock trades, bribes. I knew Mayor Venety was a crook, but this was unbelievable. There was more letters between Mayor Venety and Chief Amato, talking about me, how they were trying to get me to shut down. They didn't like me snooping around crime scenes all the time. Well, they weren't here to stop me snooping around this. As I just searched around for any that might assuage my fears, I caught the scent again. My overwhelmed the smell of smoke. Wait, it's probably inside the sewers. Just kidding. Well, it might be inside the sewers because it's smoking. Doesn't that look suspicious? Why would it smoke inside the sewers? That definitely looks suspicious to me because in my sewers there's no smoke. Well, I usually don't see smoke coming from that. I overwhelmed by other senses, indurating pressure. It was intoxicating, a weapon used on the weak-willed, a weapon I knew all too well that it had been years since I had used it. Just kidding. That's my robot voice. I don't have any voice changes. Okay. There was another like me. I being framed. How it wasn't possible, was it? I was taking my inhibitors. I was reformed. But the nightmares, the headaches, the memory lapse. I couldn't even trust myself. I started walking back out that alley when something shiny caught my eye. A watch. Not just any watch though. My watch. How long had my wrist been bare? It might be Lily. I think it's Lily. She's probably not killing the detective, because it would be too suspicious. How long has my wrist been bare? Because she's the only one close to it. She's the one. And then I should have told her where I was going. She took my watch. And now she's using it to say that I did something that I didn't actually do. Wow. Such a disappointment. I see what's going on. Hey kitten. You're pretty silent, aren't you? Good for the cutting, huh? Okay. How long has my wrist been bare? Surely I just dropped it when I first came down to the alley. I checked the time just before I left the office. Hadn't I? Or had I used the wall clock? I couldn't be sure. I couldn't be sure of anything. So I ran. Next chapter. Well, let's see the minutes now, and it's past the minutes. So, see you in the next lesson. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Let me just do something real quick. There you go. And goodbye.